up, guys? So in this video, I saw someone posting something like this, so kind of got me inspired into thinking on how to create something similar. So using the analog engine and some of the engines on the DD500, if you were to change tempo, the pitch will change as well. So the pitch glides to a different tempo. So what's happening here is using the internal assign. I'm assigning between two subdivisions, a quarter note, which is the 300 milliseconds, and a dotted half. So it's more of a three-quarter note. So there's a times 3 divided by 3 ratio happening between 300 milliseconds and 100 milliseconds. So what happens is the frequency changes upon a movement of this. So times 3 and divided by 3 will have a different movement upwards and downwards. So just to give a quick example, just on one channel, the first channel, so you see between 300 to 900 and 900 to 300, there's a difference. So I believe this is going up by 1.5 octaves and a fifth above an octave exactly, and a fifth below an octave. So 300 to 900 makes the octave go down, and 900 to 300, which is times 3 in terms of speed, is an octave and a fifth above. So having two modules simultaneously doing the same thing, that means at any point of time when you're picking, you'll have an octave down and fifth, and an octave up and fifth. So in this sense, there's always a bouncing, like upper octave, lower octave thing happening. So the interesting thing is I'm modulating between the quarter and the three-quarter at a rate of a whole note. And the pulse of your playing is not the quarter note, it is not the three-quarter note. The pulse is actually the whole note. When you play, somehow it just feels more intuitive that way. So just to play a bit more. So just to dive into A. So you can see the wave pedal here that's toggling, right, between two different notes. And the wave rate is a whole note, as I mentioned before. So the channel B is doing the exact same thing. It's just I have this min and max inverted. Of course, you can have any other intervals. You have different octave notes happening. I guess a quarter to a half would give a perfect octave. So just experiment around and try, enjoy, and even the rate of it changing. I'm using a whole note. If you want something a lot quicker, you can do that as well. But overall, it's an extremely fun patch.